What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is Love and Hip Hop Miami season 4 episode 13. So we pick up, I guess, where we left off. Trina is getting ready to go on tour. I think it's called the Street Legends Tour. It's got a bunch of people on there, but she is the only female. It's Rick Ross, it's 2 Chainz, it's Yeezy, it's a bunch of people that are going on this tour. And so we see her rehearsing and getting everything ready. She said that her management team, they done got their stuff together, and her and Raymond and her, whatever her fiance name is, child, they are planning the wedding, and she is a whole bridezilla. Like, he don't know nothing. All he need to do is just show up. We see that Joy is here. She said Joy ain't really been around as much because Joy has been enjoying life with her new boo, which Twixt still ain't happy about, but child, life happens, okay? Amara Negra is married. I mean, Lord, nope. Amara Negra is pregnant, excuse me. She's pregnant with twins. Now, she said that last season, people may have been confused because she said she had a miscarriage. She said she did have a miscarriage, but she was actually pregnant with triplets, and one of the babies passed, but she still has the girls. She said that her and her boyfriend / fiance they're still engaged, but they're not in a good place. He didn't make it to the gender reveal. He said he may or may not make it to the baby shower. And I'm just feeling like this, girl. If you and your fiance may or may not, if he can't make it to the gender reveal, he can't make it to the baby shower, I'm not understanding what kind of a relationship y'all really have. And then she said, well, the DR is only 2 hours away. So, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's only 2 hours away, and supposedly he making good money, you making good money. I'm not understanding. That sounds like a lack of a desire to me. But moving on. Princess comes to visit her, and Princess is saying how her and Ray J, they still getting divorced. The divorce is going. And even Lamar was like, listen, I don't pay no attention to what y'all saying, because y'all break up, make up, break up, make up. And she said, no, it's for real this time, child, whatever. Moving on anyway. Suki Hana. Child. Suki is in this wedding dress, and she looks absolutely gorgeous. The dress is beautiful. It looks good. Now, it is clear that Suki has had some work done on her body, okay? And listen, do what you do, girl. Do what you do. But she's fussing about Isaiah in this shop. She said that she can't get her cousin on the phone. He making music videos in front of the Popeyes. That he's using her. He's stealing everything, stealing all her moves and stuff. Because she did a video in front of the Checkers. And so she said, I don't know what's going on with my store. I don't know what's going on with the shop. He won't answer my phone. Nobody seen him. Now, this is what I'm going to say. And I mean, I get it. We got a storyline. But if you couldn't get the boy on the phone while you were on tour, why you ain't get no family members to drive by the shop to check in, make sure everything was everything? Like, it's right there in Miami. So anyway, she said she wants to have a big sale at her store to give back to the fans, but she's trying to get in touch with Isaiah to make sure that everything is everything, child. Oh, Lord. Listen, this review ain't gonna take long. I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna just go ahead and knock this thing out. Later on in the episode, we see her pull up to the store. Child, it's a line outside the store. The store is boarded up with cardboard in the windows. She opened up the store. She said, he's supposed to be here. I don't understand why he's not here, why the light's not on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, if you said you couldn't get in touch with him, what made you think the man was going to be at the store? Now, it's dark outside, which means that it's in the evening. What made you think he was going to be there? She said the store's board. It had cardboard boxes in the window, which tells me that didn't just happen today. Like, your store been boarded up for a minute. She said she opened up the door. She said it smelled like Black and Miles and feet. So anyway, she's upset, and one of her fans outside was like, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but I mean, do you take this business seriously? Because it seems like you're not taking it seriously. Because why is all this going on? And I'm sure out of embarrassment, out of anger, out of frustration, she lashes out at the fan, child. She starts fighting her, or trying to get to her. I mean, she don't actually physically fight her, but she tried to. And that's pretty much the end of that. So I'm sure that's going to be part of her little storyline for this season as it relates to this store and her cousin and what he is or is not doing, child. All right, so then we have Mr. Bobby Lights. He's down at the studio. He said that he wants that he's changing up how he's doing his music. He's doing EDM music now. He said that he went to an EDM concert and it changed his life. He said there's still so much homophobia that's still wrapped up in hip hop, and that everything was just at a good space for him, and he felt good, he felt welcome, he felt comfortable, and that's just the direction he wants to go on with his career. Now, Snoop, not Snoop Dogg, but Trina's brother Snoop, he goes down there to work to check on Bobby, because basically Bobby ain't really been hanging out with the family and ain't been able to really get nobody on the phone. His daddy can't get him on the phone. And so Snoop says, your daddy feel like basically you just did this whole thing last season for a storyline. Like, you ain't called him, you didn't follow up and say, you ain't gonna visit him. And he's feeling used. Now, Bobby never denied that it was a storyline, but Bobby was like, listen, I regret ever doing it, because now there's expectations. Like, yes, I forgave my father, but that doesn't mean I'm ready to jump into a full-fledged relationship with him. And I'm not going to do anything before I'm ready to do it. Ain't nobody going to make me do something I'm not ready to do. Nobody going to make me feel guilty about it. And that's just that. So this Snoop was like, okay, well, what's going on? Like, you just ain't been around. What's up? And he said, you know what? You're right. I haven't been around. But let me tell you why. He said, I love Trina and everything. And, I'm sorry that basically my relationship with Trina is in a bad place. But it really has to do with her fiance. Well, come to find out, they was at the club one night and Bobby asked the fiance if he had some weed, and dude was like, basically no. And Bobby was like, well, damn, why you gotta have an attitude about it? Like, all I did was ask you if you had some weed. And dude was like, I ain't got no weed for you. And Bobby says that the dude ended up punching him in the nose. He was like, I don't fuck with you. Like, I don't fuck with you. So Snoop was like, wait a minute, what? And Bobby was like, and that's it. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. He gets up and he storms off. He's so extra. He's so dramatic, and he is so extra, child. So later on in the episode, Snoop confronts Ray about it. Like this is what, Bobby said happened. And Ray was like, I ain't hit Bobby. He said, Rob, Bobby said you beat him up. And he was like, I ain't beat Bobby up. It was an open hand slap. So you still put your hands on this man. Like, you still put your hands on him. Like, that was, there's no excuse for that. Like, you don't get to put your hands on the boy. But neither here nor there, child. You put the hands on him. And he was like, he said, well, he said Bobby's just extra. He said Bobby's a liability to Trina. He always fighting, and he got to do too much. And he was like, I just need to be around somebody that matches my morals and values. And I just feel like everything he said, low-key, was like code words for I don't fuck with Bobby because he gay. Like, that's kind of just how I read through everything he said. And the fact that he admitted that he actually slapped Bobby, I just feel like it doesn't matter. Like, you don't put your hands on him. Did he put his hands on you? No. You don't get to put your hands on Bobby. Like, that's not okay. So I don't know. We gonna have to see how that one plays out, because that one's kind of deep with that. Then we go over to Flo and her husband. Now, Flo decided to take her husband back. She done forgave her husband and took him back, and now she mad at her sister, because she said her sister is real extra and she doing too much. She decided that the way that she gonna show the world that she's sticking by her man is to do a song with him. So they did this real racy, very sexual song, and they're doing this like video premiere or whatever, song premiere or whatever. She's letting everybody know that she ain't really messing with her sister like that, because her sister messy and her sister tried to break her and her husband up, and she just ain't rocking with her sister like that. That her sister's miserable because her life ain't no good, and so she just trying to make everybody around her miserable. So of course what happens, the sister shows up drunk, child. She shows up drunk, and they end up getting into the argument, and the sister's like, I just can't do this, I can't do this, I can't hold on to this secret, I can't, and I'm like, girl, child. Amara has her baby shower. The baby daddy don't show up. Amara's upset. She's all emotional. She has one of her tantrums. Listen, Amara and her tantrums, I just can't. Like, I can't. She was like, I know I'm misdirecting my anger, but I don't care right now. I don't care. And I'm like, if you can identify the fact that you are misdirecting your anger, then you can stop misdirecting your anger. Girl. Like, you are pregnant with two whole babies acting like an infant. Anyway, child.